students. Today we are going to learn about the product and division of the algebraic expressions. And before that, I would like to add in it the concept of factors and multiples. So while I will be explaining this product and division, uh, besides that I will be also explaining you the factors and the multiples. So let's start. You see that the question number 1 is 5x times by 7. So when we start its solution, so this is the solution of question number 1, 5x by 7. 5x into 7, 5x multiplied by 7. They both are multiplying with each other. Always remember, okay, wait. So first of all, you know that we have to multiply their signs. I have told you the order. So the sign was not given, that is positive. Its sign was also not given, positive. So positive time positive is positive, and 5 times 7, positive times positive is positive. 5 times 7 is 35, and x will remain as it is because there is no other variable other than x, so that's why it will remain as it is. So this is the answer of the question. Now look that you know that if we uh, talk about the table of 2 threes are 6, you know that these two numbers are factors of this number. These two numbers are factors of 6. 2 and 3 are factors of 6, and 6 is called multiple of 2 and 3. So you have to memorize this thing, that when two numbers are multiplying with each other, and after their multiplication we get the answer, then these two becomes the factors of this number. So in the same way, if I have multiplied 5x by 7, so 35x is the multiple of these two factors, so this is, they both are multiplying, so we will call them factors of 35x. So you have to memorize this thing. Always remember, this is the multiple, this is these are factors. You all have learned the tables, so you know that this is equal sign on its left side. Two numbers are always, they are multiplied and we get the answer. These numbers which are written on left side are the factors of the number which is written to the right hand side. So this you have to keep in mind, you have to memorize it. So the next question is part number 2. It is AB minus AC into A square. This is a product, so definitely we have to multiply. So first we will multiply this AB by A square C. So this will be, when we solve it, it will become, you know that if you have learned the indices, or you know little bit about indices, you know that the power of A is 1. So A times A square is A cube, because the powers add, these two powers, this is 1, this is 2, they both add together, and this becomes 3. B is only 1 because here we don't have any B, so it will remain as B, and C will remain as it is. In the same way, now this term with its sign is going to be multiplied with this term. So this is minus, this is plus, minus times plus is minus. A times A square is A cube, and C times, you know its power is 1, its power is also 1, so C times C is C squared. So this is the answer of the question, answer of this product. So I have told you that these both expressions are the factors of this, like you do in factorization. Why I am focusing on it? Because later on when we will start factorization, you must know that this is the factors form. This is the factors form, and we are having its multiple. So in factorization, we are given a multiple, and we find its factors. So these are the factors. We will break it down into its factors, so that we will learn in upcoming lessons. So now this is the answer. So the third part is 7a squared times by 3b cubed times by minus 5c4. Now you can see that this 7a squared, this 3b cube, and minus 5c4, these are all multiplying with each other. So it means this is the product given to us, and now we are going to find out its answer. So 7, like we take start with the multiplication of the signs. So positive times by positive, this is positive, times by negative is negative. Positive times positive is positive, times by negative is in other words you can say positive times by positive, and then again times by negative is equal to positive times positive is positive, and positive times negative is negative. So its answer would be minus. So then we multiply the coefficients. So 7 threes are 21, and 21 fives are 21. 5 times 5 ones are 5, and 5 twos are 10. So it is 105. Then the term is we have to multiply now these variables. So it is a squared, it is b cubed, and it is c4. These all are different, will not multiply with each other. Or simply you can say that they will all come as they are given in the question. So a squared, b cubed, and c4. So the final answer is negative 105. 105 came because these all numbers were multiplying. So 7 threes are 21, and 21 times 5 is 105. So this is the answer of the part number 3. Let's try now part number 4. Part number 4 is minus AB plus AC minus BC into minus AB. So this is the product given to us, and we are going to find its answer. This whole expression is multiplying with this. So the rule is that term wise, first term will multiply with this first of all, second term will multiply with this, third term will multiply with this, and you can see that first of all we multiply the signs. Minus times minus is plus, a times a is a squared, because here we have one, here we have one, these both add together, and this is b and b, and will be b squared. Now this term we have multiplied it with this. Now the turn of this term has come this with its sign. So positive times negative is negative, a times a is a squared, and b will come as it is, c will come as it is. Now we will multiply these two, minus times minus plus, and a, we have a which is present in this term but not here, so it will come as it is. We can see that we have two b's which are going to multiply, so it is having power 1, it is also having power 1, both add together, b square, and c is only 1, so c will come as it is. So this is the product of the question number, part number 4. Now we are going to solve part number 5. This is 3x minus 5y and 4x plus y. And this expression that we will choose first one term from this expression, that is 3x, and 3x will multiply with these two first of all. So 3, and its sign is positive. Remember, its sign is positive, its sign is also positive. Positive times positive is positive. Positive. 3 times 4 is 12, and x times x is x squared. Now this we have fixed, so we will multiply this with the other term now, which is written in this bracket. So the other term is y, so it will be positive times positive is positive, 3x and y. Now we have multiplied, now ignore it, and the turn of this term has come, so only focus on it. So this is negative. Negative times positive is negative times positive is negative. 5 fours are 20, and write it in alphabetical order xy, because we are not having the same variable, so they will come as it is. Now this is negative, this is positive, minus this is 5, here we have 1, you know, so 5 ones are 5, and y into y, y squared. So this is the product of this question. So I hope so that the product till part number 5 is clear. Now let's move to division. Let's find out the answers of the question number 6, 7, 8. So part number 6 is, this is minus 45 a4 b cube c15 divided by 9 a square b cube and c10. Students, you can write it as in this form as well, like if we write it in fractional form, we can write minus 45 a4 b cube c15 and 9 a square b cube and c10. And most of you, I know that they are familiar with this this type of the question. So now you know that its sign is positive. So negative divided by positive, you know the rules. So negative divided by positive is negative. It's same as, you know, the rule of multiplication of signs, and rule of dividing the sign is same, quite same. So minus divided by plus is minus. You know that these all are multiplying with each other. All are multiplying. These are all. This is a product, you can say, that it's 45 a4 b cube c15. These are written in as product, and they all are multiplying with each other. In the same way, this whole expression is a product written here. They all are multiplying with each other. So on behalf of that, we will cut them. So 9 5s are 45. The rule of indices says that if we have the same base and they both are dividing each other, then we subtract the powers. So from the upper one we subtract the lower one, so it will be a4 minus 2, that is a squared. So we will write here a squared. In the same way, this is, you know, these are quite similar. This is b cube, this is b cube, cancels each other, b is gone, removed. So now this is c15 and c10. 15 minus 10 is c5. So this is the answer with this one. So students, to understand this division, you must know the rule of indices. Rule of indices says that if the base is same and they are multiplying with each other, so we add their powers. Like for example, x multiplying by x, so we will add their powers. So we are adding them. 1 plus 1 makes x2. In the same way, if we are multiplying x raised to power 5 and x raised to power 10, so we will add their powers. So it will be 5 plus 10 is equal to 15. So for example, now if we are dividing x15 by x5. So we will not multiply x by x3. No. Because we know that if we multiply this and this, so it will give us x raised to power 8. X raised to power 8. So it is x raised to power 15. It is x raised to power 8. So when we will minus, what do we get? We don't know. So this is wrong. So that's why we will multiply it with that number which gives us x raised to power 15. So only possibility is that we will check that with 5 we can add 10 to make 15. So when we multiply x raised to power 5 with x raised to power 10, then it gives me x raised to power 15, which cancels each other and the remainder is 0. So that's why. Now look, numbers division is quite simple. 9 5s are 45, you know. It is a squared and we want to get a4. So we will check that it's 2. So 2 more we have to add. That's why we will multiply it by a squared. So a squared times by a squared is a4. I hope so that you're getting it. Now it is b cubed. It is also b cubed. Same. So you have to multiply it by, like, you know that if you multiply 2 by 1 we get 2. So I have written here b raised to the power 0, and I know that you all know that b raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So instead of writing 1, you can use this b raised to power 0, or if you want to use 1, it's fine, but it's up to you that how you can easily memorize it. So this we can multiply by to get b cubed. It is b cubed, so you can write down b power 0 or simple 1, or simple 1, because b raised to the power 0 is 1. This I think so every one of you know. So this is c raised to power 10. So I wish that you should think about it, that how can we get now c raised to power 15. So take time. So yes, I think that you got it, that we will multiply c raised to power 10 by c raised to power 5. So when you will multiply these together, you will get c raised to power 15. So 9 5s are 45. A times a square times a square, a4, and this is b cubed, and this is c15. And you know that the rule of division is that after getting the answer we subtract. So 45 cancels 45, this cancels this cancels this cancels this, and the remainder is 0. So this is the way that when we use division sign and divide the given algebraic terms. Now I hope so that it's clear to you. Let's move to the next part. That is that we are going to divide a squared plus 2a plus 1 by a plus 1. Now these are two terms, and these are also these are this expression is having three terms. First of all, we will think that how can we get this number, which is a raised to the power 2. So simple thing that we will multiply a by a, because the power is 1 1. So when we multiply them, powers are added and we get a raised to power 2. So it's quite simple. So you have to just focus on the first term and this term. So this is a squared, and you will think only that with which number we have to multiply a. So you will multiply it by a. When you multiply a by a, you get a squared, and when you multiply 1 by a, you get 1a, simple. So after that, you know, we are actually dividing, so we will change their signs. And in one of my video, I have told you that when we change the signs, then the sign which comes after change, that we are going to consider like it is positive and it is negative. So it is a squared positive minus a squared. You know, these both are this is positive, negative, they both cancel each other, and the remainder is 0. So here we can cut them, and this is 2a minus 1a. So you know that we will subtract and it will be a, simple a, 1 we don't write. And now we are having this term which we will write here. Now you can see that this is a plus 1, this is also a plus 1, and to get exactly the same number we multiply by 1. So a plus 1 will multiply by 1 and it will be a plus 1, exactly the same thing we are getting. So we will change their signs. This is negative, this is also negative. A, take away a, cancels. 1 take away 1, cancels. Remainder is 0. So I hope so that you are getting it what I am explaining. Now let's do the last part, which is 8th part of our lesson, and that is a cubed minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6, and we are going to divide it by a square and minus 4a plus 3. First of all, you have to just consider the first term. This is a cube, this is a square. You have to think that by which term we will multiply a square to get a cubed. So obviously with a, so it will become a cubed. Now you will multiply all this expression with this, all of them. We just only write one term here and then we multiply this whole expression with it, and this is negative, this is positive. Negative times positive is negative. 4 ones are 4 and a times a square. Now you are getting exactly the term with a square here, because these both must be like terms. So it is a squared and this is also a squared, like terms we are getting. So it will multiply with it. So plus times plus is plus, and 3 times 1 is 3. So 3a we will get. After that, you have to change the signs. This will become negative, this is becoming positive, this will become also negative. Now I think that you can solve it, so quickly solve it. I'm waiting. So I hope that you all are getting the same answer as I am getting here. So it will cancel because these both are same, they both cancel each other. So this will this is negative, this is positive. Negative 6 and positive 4, a squared and a squared. So this will give you minus 2a squared. So if you have watched the video which was about the signs, understanding the signs, you will never do a mistake. So this is giving you minus 2a squared, and this is positive 11a minus 3a. So it will give me plus 8a and minus 6. Now students, now we have to consider the first term only. When we will consider it, you know that this factor is not here. This is not present here. And a squared and a squared both are same. So if we just multiply a squared by minus 2, minus 2 and a, when they both will multiply with each other, we will get minus 2a. So it is a squared, we will get 2a squared. So just simply we have to multiply by minus 2. When you will multiply this by minus 2, you will get the same minus 2a squared. When you multiply this by this, its sign will multiply with it. It is negative, we will get positive. 4 2s are 8, 8a, and now the turn of this term will come. Positive times negative is negative, and 3 2s are 6. After that, you have to change the signs. So this is negative, this is positive, they both cancel. Positive, negative cancel. Minus 6 plus 6 cancel. Remainder is 0, and this is the answer of the question. Now you can write down a squared minus 4a plus 3, and this minus a minus 2 is equal to a cubed minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6. This is multiple, and these both are factors of this expression. So I hope so that you have learned today, and please listen my words carefully, what I say about these all things, the terminologies and everything, and these will be quite helpful for you in my next videos. So thank you all. Goodbye.